Hello, Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Gemini, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So, with all that being said, Gemini, let's get started. What's the overall energy for this connection? So, we do have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. We'll see why you're getting this card and how it resonates with your reading for today, but we are going to focus on you first. Then we'll jump over to your person. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. How does Gemini currently view this relationship? Okay. Alrighty. We got the 4 of Wands. We got the 10 of Wands. And then we also have the King of Pentacles. Okay. In regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, I feel like your life is about to drastically change. And I do feel like it has a lot to do with somebody that you're going to find yourself meeting very, very soon. This to me feels like phases that you're going through. It kind of looks like for a while, you've just been kind of focusing on you, your stability, your growth, your expansion, your career, your business if you have one. It kind of looks like that's all you've been really focusing on is your career and yourself. Nothing more, nothing less. But I feel like your life is about to drastically change because you're going to find yourself meeting someone new very, very soon. You could already find yourself connecting with this person. However, when you do meet this person, this is going to be somebody that does fit what it is that you truly want and desire, within a person. So you're going to highly consider in jumping into a relationship with this person. Now, although I see you highly considering and jumping into a relationship with this person, doesn't necessarily mean that you actually will. I just see you highly considering it. You come off to me as somebody who knows exactly what you want and exactly what it is that you're looking for. I feel like you've had many chances and or opportunities to like settle down and build towards a life with someone, but I just kind of feel like that particular person just didn't necessarily fit what you were looking for within a person. But with this one over here that I see you meeting, they're different. I am getting that. They are very, very different in a good way, not in a bad way, in a really, really good way. Okay. So, interesting. Okay. We have the 8 of Cups, got the 8 of Pentacles, and then we also have the Hangman. Could be meeting a Pisces, possibly a Virgo, strongly on the Pisces department though. We also have Scorpio out here. Oh, look at that. With the Queen of Cups. You guys are very like similar in your ways. It kind of looks like you've just been spending this time just kind of focusing on you. You know what I mean? And your career, your business, you have one, and it looks like this person has been doing the same. I don't necessarily feel like this person has met anyone just yet that they can like foresee themselves building or establishing a life with. I am definitely getting that. Don't get me wrong, even though I kind of see this person putting love on the back burner, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're like, against the idea of coming together with someone and building toward a life with someone. I just kind of feel like the main reason why they're putting it on the back burner for right now has a lot to do with the people that they were coming into contact with. It's like they just kept running into people that they just didn't foresee themselves building or establishing a life with. So it kind of looks like they decided to like, take a break from love and just kind of focus on their career, you know what I mean? Or their business, if they have one. But that's about to drastically change when this person meets you. So their life is going to drastically change when, their life is going to drastically change when they meet you, and well, vice versa. Okay. For the vast majority of you, you guys haven't met one another just yet. Because I'm not seeing the connection as of right now, but I feel like we're going to start to see when the two of you actually collide into one another very, very soon. Okay. We have the Queen of Wands, which I like. And then we also have the Ace of Cups. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck, we do have the 3 of Pentacles. And then we also have the Devil out here. Okay, so this is where we kind of see the two of you collide, into one another. So let's talk. I do see you meeting this person very, very soon. Like I said, for some of you, you could have already met this person. Now, here's how I see this playing out, okay? With the 3 of Pentacles to the Devil, that's kind of telling me that the two of you at first will start a friends with benefits type of situation with one another. And it will essentially progress into something far more serious, is basically what I'm getting. Now, I don't want you to think for one second that this person is just here for a good old time, nothing more, nothing less, because they're going to eventually want more out of you in this connection that they share with you. And I don't want you to think that, oh, like, they're just here for a good old time, nothing more, nothing less. Like, I don't really want you to think that. And here's here's why. You harness Nine of Pentacles energy. So Nine of Pentacles is somebody who's used to being single and alone. In fact, this is somebody who actually enjoys being single and alone. You know, you don't have to worry about anybody. You see what I mean? When you're single and alone and you have nothing but time to kind of focus on you and your goals, things of that nature. So the reason why I'm telling you, like, yo, like, don't think for 1 second that they're just here to have a good old time with you, nothing more and nothing less, because they're gonna eventually want more out of you. And the reason why I'm telling you right now is so that way you can basically prepare yourself and get a rough idea if pursuing a relationship with someone is something that you essentially want to do or not. Because if you wait till the last minute to figure it out, I kind of see you experiencing a lot of inner conflict because of it. So figure out if you really do want something serious or not. So that way, when they do push for more out of you in this connection that they share with you, you'll be, you know, better prepared and you won't find yourself feeling caught off guard, because I see you at some point having to figure out what you want, whether it's to pursue a relationship with this person or continue to live your life the way that you've been living it, being single, focusing on you and your career. But don't think for 1 second they're just here to have a good old time with you, because if you just turn around and just decide to just believe that that's the only reason why they're here, and then they turn around and push for more out of you in this connection that they share with you, which they will, that's when I see you kind of feeling caught off guard by it all. That's when I see you, you know, feeling overwhelmed by it all. That's when I see you kind of, you know, feeling rushed to make a decision. So figure it out now before they push for more out of you in this connection that they share with you, okay? How does, basically, Yep. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords, you got the Two of Wands, and then we also have the Lovers. Before the Two of Wands comes the Ace of Wands, which speaks of our own personal wants and desires. So when it comes down to you, they truly do desire to have, you know, something more meaningful with you. I am definitely getting that. The real question is that what you want with them? Because they know, you know, what they essentially want with you. The real question is, do you want that with them? So I do see this person, you know, really trying to figure out, like, you know, how you feel about them, what is it you want with them, are you guys on the same page or not? So I do see the two of you definitely having a conversation about this. I am getting that. What actions will this person take towards Gemini or moving forward? So we do have the Six of Pentacles, we have the High Priestess, and then we also have the Tower out here at the bottom of the deck. We do have the Six of Cups. Okay, so in regards to how this person plans on moving forward, not only do I see the two of you having a conversation, you know, about obviously, you know, what they essentially want with you, but I do see this person expressing to you how connected they feel to you, how good they feel about you and this dynamic that they share with you, and how they weren't anticipating or expecting to meet someone that they mesh so well with, like they do with you. You know, for a while, this person has been coming into contact with people that they don't really resonate with, that they don't really mesh very well with. So to meet someone that they feel so fucking compatible with, like they do with you, like it's an awesome feeling that they're essentially feeling, and they want it, you know, in their life. Hence why they're going to push for more out of you in this connection that they share with you. What actions will Gemini take towards this person or moving forward? So we do have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I had a feeling. I feel like that's what you're doing. And this is kind of why you're showing up the way that you're showing up in this connection. You know, with the Moon to the Eight of Wands to the Ten of Cups, that's kind of telling me that when this person comes in, it expresses to you, you know, how they feel about you and what they want with you, which is basically a relationship. With the Moon coming out here, that's kind of telling me that you're being caught off guard by all of this, but you shouldn't be caught off guard by all of this, because obviously I'm telling you, like, yo, this is what's going to happen. I don't know, maybe the way things are starting off between the two of you is leading you to think and believe like, oh, this person is not looking for anything serious. They don't want anything serious, so I don't got to worry about that, you know? Oh, no, you do, honey. You know, I feel like that's kind of like what they do too. I mean, it's not a judgmental thing. It just is what it is. How do I explain them? This is not that type of person that's going to go to a dealership and just point out a really nice car and say, yeah, I'll take that one. Like, this is that type of person, if you know what I mean. This is that type of person that goes to a dealership, test drives the vehicle, and if they like it, they want to take it home with them. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's just kind of how they're going about this entire situation with you, if you know what I mean. Like, like, if you know what I mean. And I feel like once they, test drive the vehicle, you know what I mean, they're going to be 100% sold, and they're going to, well, let me put it to you like this. They already like what they see. They just want to test drive it, before anything, and once they do test drive it, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're going to be instantly sold. They're going to be instantly hooked, and they're going to want to take things a step further. But it's not because, the car runs smooth or anything like that. It's, because, they really did like what they saw at first, and things like that, and that's just furthermore causing them to like your vehicle, if you know what I mean, without having to say this, because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, but you know what I mean. You're gonna have to figure out like what you want to do, because my thing is that it looks like you want to continue to focus on your career or your education or your business if you have one. It kind of looks like that's what you want to do, right, moving forward. So you might find yourself conflicted, like, I don't know if I really want this right now. I don't know if I'm really ready for all of this right now. It's kind of like you're falling into an energy of thinking that you have to pick and choose between the two when you don't have to. Like, you can have both. You could have the best of both worlds. Like, you could continue to focus on your career and your goals, as well as them and your relationship with them. You just have to learn to create the art of balance in your life. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But I feel like you're the type of person that, only likes to focus on one thing and only one thing, and invest all that you have to give towards that one thing. You know what I mean? So when it came down to, like, for example, your career, you spent so much time focusing on it. You dumped all your time and energy towards it. You weren't distracted by anything. You know what I mean? So to focus on your goals and your career and then focus on them in a relationship with them, that might be a challenging and difficult thing for you to do initially at first. But once you get the hang of it and you establish your art of balance in your life, you're going to be good. And to be honest, I think that this is a perfect, opportunity to create, the art of balance, in your life, because there's more to life than just your career, Gemini. There's more to life than just your money, in your business, if you have one. Like, there's way more to life than just those things. You know what I mean? That I mentioned. Like, there's more to life than just those things. So you need to make yourself available, to experience other things in your life outside of your career, outside of your business, outside of your job. Like, you need to experience, life, and allow other things to coexist, in your life. So don't fool yourself into thinking, no, I can't focus on both things. I can only focus on one thing at a time. Like, don't fool yourself into thinking that way, because that's just you kind of selling yourself short if you do. Okay. Let's see what the romance angels have to say, and then we'll wrap this up. You do have to stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay. So another thing, right? Not only will this connection teach you the art of balance, and you will find yourself allowing other things to coexist in your life outside of your job, outside of your career, outside of your business if you have one. I also see this relationship bringing a lot of healing into your life, especially with release your ex and, healing family issues. It's very similar to like the Ten of Swords to the Four of Swords. So a lot of healing will essentially take place. I do see this connection healing you from all of your past, traumas and experiences that you've had with other people. This relationship could definitely reach higher levels of commitment. That's if you allow it to, because technically speaking, the ball is in your court. They want you. The real question is, do you want them? They're ready for this. The real question is, are you ready for this? And that's a choice that only you would essentially be able to basically make. All right. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.